T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hello, lovely people. Hope you're well and welcome to another Kop-Ish catch-up. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Well, people. Richard Hughes is busy. Not the sort of busy we'd want, but he's busy. Boy, I kind of don't know what to make of this window. I gotta be honest. I know it's not finished yet. Deadline's getting close though, and we're just hearing about outgoing. So we're going to be speaking about the various outgoing players. It feels like a fire sale at Liverpool at the moment. Mamardashvili deal. Man United are trying to hijack the deal apparently. Also going to be speaking about Joe Gomez potentially staying. Stella is still happy apparently at Liverpool, and Robbo discussing himself playing through the pain barrier last season for about 4 months. Drift, how are you doing, bro?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Drifty? Drifty, you okay? Drifty, you okay? Are you okay?
Oh, right, shit. You shouldn't try and look Cal off. Big up people. He's just having a few technical issues. He will be back any second now. There you go. See it there. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to reel off a little list for you.
Go for it.
See if I can find it quickly. Bear with me 1 second. So Tyler Morton, Harvey Blair, Sepp Vandenberg. Who else we got? Ben Doak, Kai Gordon, Peter Luger, Scanlon, Beck, Bishetic, McConnell. According to Jack Lusby on X, formerly known as Twitter, all are expected to leave by next Friday. Not all are expected to leave on a permanent deal, but all are expected to leave by next Friday.
Mm.
Now, it was regarding Sepp Vandenberg, it looks as though we're actually going to get 30 million for him, which is bloody crazy. It's between Brentford and Bayer Leverkusen who he chooses. Brentford have pretty much agreed to deal in principle. Bayer Leverkusen are willing to match the deal, but they would need to get rid of a centre-back, which could come in handy for us, potentially.
Well, it's Bayern Munich, isn't it?
No, it's Bayer Leverkusen.
No, that Bayern Munich are going to take, what's his name off? Isn't it? They're scared they're going to lose...
Hincapié?
No. What's his name? No, is it Ted? Not Tete. What's his name?
Jonathan Tah.
Tah, that's it.
Well, I don't get what you mean.
There's rumours that Tah is going to go from Leverkusen to Bayern Munich. So I'm guessing Bayer Leverkusen need a replacement for him.
Oh, so Hincapié don't really come into this then?
It could do, because maybe Leverkusen was saying no to him going to Bayern, but apparently it's his dream to go Bayern, and that's what all the talk has been, that he's going to go to Bayern.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to slightly restructure the show. Okay.
hearing don't mean it's facts. This is just what
No,
I'm
I know,
hearing.
but it's still something that could potentially scupper things for Liverpool. We'll stick on the subject of outgoing players for now before we delve
Okay,
into
Shab that Bayern have said, but the thing is, they'll say they're not making any signings, but if they get the opportunity, they'll take it just like that. So.
Yeah. What do you think about all the potential outgoings?
To be honest with you, bro, it's beautiful in terms of from a business point of view. You're getting rid of players that you don't seem to be integrated into the squad. You're getting very, very top dollar money for them. And here's the thing: we could be sitting here in 2 or 3 years' time, Cal, and players like Carvalho and Sepp Vandenberg are absolutely setting the world alight. And we'll look back and we'll feel like Chelsea did with some of theirs, and we're like, maybe we could have just kept on to them. And you know what I mean? Were we hasty when we let them go, etc., etc.? But currently, if they're not, if they're not in the plans and they want to go, it's good business, right? 26 mil for Carvalho and up to 30 mil for Sepp. That's 60 million that we've got for 2 players that last season we forgot about. Never mind anything else. Like we forgot about them. You know what I mean? If someone had said they're a Liverpool player, they're going, oh yeah, of course they are. And we just got 60 mil for them. So from a business point of view, bro, it's excellent. It's really, really good from a business point of view. I'm just sick of Liverpool being a good business. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to business school. I don't care about business, apart from our own business. But you get my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Cal's that, you don't care, bro. All
Yeah.
But I'm not fussed about how good we are as a business from a footballing point of view. And deep down, I love the fact that we ran so well. I know we don't have to worry about FFP and all those things because secretly clubs are starting to get a bit shook of all that stuff. But Cal, when are we just gonna you know what I mean? Just have that summer where you're like, yes, there was no doubt in anybody's mind this was the year that we were gonna win something big. Everybody sat down and they said to themselves, this is the year we win something big.
We've already had that, Drift. We had that in 2018.
Yeah.
We had it in 2018.
Isn't it quite scary that FSG did the same thing to Boston? They was really, really good at the beginning. They used Moneyball. They won like big things. And then it just kind of fiddled out a bit. And now the fans are like, FSG aren't good enough and rare.
That seems to be FSG's thing. Get a team to the top and then kind of just leave it to take care of itself after that. If they win, they win. If they don't, they don't. I don't think FSG are about winning trophies. They're about maintaining the stability of a club, and then anything else is a bonus.
Yeah, and I'm looking around as well, and I'm the number one person that says don't watch face, right? So I try not to, but I'm looking around the league, bro, and I'm seeing a team who might even get like a proper big punishment put on them. Still buying players, bro. And we ain't done that. Now, don't get me wrong. They are a bad example in terms of they buy everyone and they're crap. Yeah. But Chelsea have all of these issues and they're still buying Felix.
And potentially Osherman.
And potentially Osherman. And even though they're a bad example, like I said, because they're like buying mad and they're going stupid, but you just think to yourself, we are the literal opposite, extreme opposite of like they buy everybody, we buy nobody. I would like to meet in the middle somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
That's the issue, though, Drift, isn't it? It's we've been labeled like this as a channel where people go in the comments be like, "Oh, Pete, you just want us to spend 200 mil on Mbappe's and stuff." We don't. We just want to Drift. If we could go through the window and spend 30 mil but get the best possible players in the positions we need to fill, I'm good. For me, it's never been about the amount of money. It's been filling the positions. Pause. Now, you look at the situation that we're in. We're short a DM. I don't think we'll sign a DM. I genuinely don't. And not because... Don't. Go on, say it.
That's definitely going to be a tough one for you to.
Go on, say it. The Callum curse strikes again.
No, I wasn't even going to say that. I was just going to say you must be like, because I don't think Neto is a good risk as much as he's a brilliant player, because I do think that we don't have the money to be able to take a risk like that, because it was 50 odd mil. But those two players would have definitely improved our squad. So I understand your frustration that the players you want, and then we didn't even bother go for them, and then they end up somewhere else. And you're like, we're a better team than the team they're at, so we could have got them. But
I know I joked about I was acting shameless for the Neto thing. I just have this horrible feeling that Neto isn't going to have the injury issues that he's had previously at Chelsea.
That would be frustrating because he'll.
And again, I can't even get too angry at the club for not going in on him, because it is a massive risk. But just get someone. Go and get I know I keep on harping on about it, but Elise was right there. Ticked every single box. And we didn't even try.
Let's hope in 2 years' time, when he wants to come back to the Premier League, that we're just ready to jump on it.
Oh yeah, because we're going to spend in excess of 100 mil to get him. Crazy times. I want to speak about potential players like Morton and Endo going before the end of the window. If that happens and we don't bring in a DM, what depth have we got there? Because God forbid something happens to Grav. What's the situation there?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm even starting to think.
LK knows his stuff. Remember, I spoke about Sula. Mint I didn't speak about because I thought Newcastle would keep him, and I thought he'd be a starter for Newcastle. But even him, he was with Slot last season at finals. Sorry, Jeff. Sorry.
No, that's cool, bro. But it's not even just that. I'm also worried about the defense, bro, because if what we're being led to be told is true, Seth Vandenberg's leaving and Gomez is leaving. So, bro, what are we doing about centre back cover then? To be fair, it didn't go downhill because we nearly won the league last year.
We didn't nearly win the league, Drew.
We did nearly win the league.
No, we didn't, Drew.
Bro, if you're only 5 weeks away from the end of the season and you're top of the league, even though you fell away, you nearly won the league.
No, I don't buy that drift, man. We didn't nearly win the league.
Bro,
for me, Arsenal nearly won the league. They nearly won the league. We didn't nearly win the league.
Things can be true at the same time. They were closer to winning the league than we were, but we both nearly won the league. Liverpool spent more time at the top of the league, and we only fell away in the final 5 games. So we nearly won the league, bro. Once you get past the 30 mark, 30 games played, and you're top of the league, yes, you can fall away, but you were in a title race. So when I say nearly win the league, I don't mean we were inches away. I just mean you didn't curse it because we had a decent season. We won a trophy and was in a title race until the final weeks. So we had a decent season. We had a good season. We didn't have a great season, but we had a good season. If it was downhill from when you said it, then we would have had a terrible season. It would have been like a car crash. Do you know what I'm saying? The whole season would have been crap. So I'm backing you here, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, and I know how loyal you are, but we didn't almost win the league, man. 18, 19, and 21, 22. We nearly won the league those seasons. The others, no. I know we'll disagree and agree on some things as to why we fell off last season. But we fell off. Like underlying factors, we fell off, and
yeah, but remember, Arsenal fell off in their first title challenge season.
Yeah, that's why I said they didn't nearly win the league.
They nearly won the league.
No, I would never say that about them that season. I would say that they were in a title challenge for the majority of the season, like we were. We were in a title challenge for the majority of the season, but I wouldn't say that Arsenal was won the league.
No one know where your thinking is at then, because I think everybody would say Arsenal nearly won the league that year. They bottled it where we bottled it, but I would still say they nearly won the league.
No, not for me. But yeah, you're right. Just, I mean, I started the question about DM, but then you spoke about centre back. I mean, I know this is another part of the show, but we can touch on it now. You've spoken. I'm not even taking it. I'm scared to say it. I don't think number 2 leaves the football club.
Joey?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'll be over the moon from a personal point of view if that
So would I.
happens, but I would hope it's not against his will and then he's upset for the season. That's the other thing. As much as I want him to stay, if he doesn't go for no reason other than the club deliberately block it because they don't want to replace him, he'll be unhappy. And unhappy players at clubs is difficult because they might not perform. So that would be my only worry if that was the situation with regards to that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But Joey's the best utility player there is in terms of, playing left back, right back, and centre back. So I'll be over the moon if he stays. And I hope if he does stay, he's staying under the pretense that he will play. And because he loves the club, which I do believe he loves the club, he'll be okay with staying because he's at a club he loves. Here's the problem with Joey, though, bro. If I'm not mistaken, Joey currently has 2 years left on his contract. So this is the perfect summer where you actually get his value. If we wait till next year to sell him, then his value drops rapidly.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And that's the reason FSG will push it through, because FSG will always want maximum value for their player, right?
Is he definitely going to the last year of his contract next summer?
If I'm not mistaken, he's got 2 years left. If somebody knows any different, but if I'm not mistaken, he's got 2 years left.
Let me have a look.
Oh,
No, he
Musa
expires in
said-
2027.
Okay, so he's got 3 years left. Okay. We can keep him for a year.
Yeah, we've got some wiggle room there.
Keep him for a year then.
We have some wiggle room. But losing, and let's say we lose Endo, Morton, and Bichette goes on loan, and we don't bring in someone, and let's say Grab, I'm not going to say Grab gets injured, but let's say it doesn't work with Grab in the sick. Who plays? Who plays in the sick?
Okay. I still believe that the way that Slot wants to play football, Jones could play in there. Not to the highest level, but he could play in there. And you could always just play Endo and McAllister and just deal with the...
No, but Endo might leave as well.
No, but currently he's here, isn't it? So if he got... Here's the thing, bro. If Endo goes, I know for a fact the club are buying somebody. I know that might sound naive, but there's no way that the club are going to get rid of the only player who naturally plays in the DM role, unless they're going to keep Morton and Basic and they'll play. That will, because Endo going, like you said, will be no senior player who's a DM at the club. So I would, like, if I woke up tomorrow morning and I saw Endo to West Ham for 10 mil or something like that, I would be like, within 24 hours, we're going to hear Liverpool have made an approach for a DM. That's what I might be naive, but that's what I would think. But if Endo goes, bro, it'll be Morton. Because I think Basic might need at least half a season.
Morton wants regular football. Apparently, Morton is definitely going. He wants regular football.
Is it?
Apparently so, yeah.
There's another 20-30 mil because Morton's a very talented youngster.
That one's going to hurt, Morton leaving is going to hurt.
It will probably upset me at this point because I think you should hold on to all of these type of players and you should try and wait and see if there is a place for them in a squad based on their ability. But I don't know then, bro. It would literally have to be Basic then. And he'd have to grow up quickly and he'd have to get over his not lack of fitness, but we'd have to hope that he was totally cool with regards to everything with the situation. So yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That would be a worry. That would be a worry. But I think Jones can play there. And I think here's the crazy thing. Soboslai had a good pre-season game there. So in Slot's mind, he'll probably be thinking, well, I can just play Soboslai there as well.
I forgot about it.
Was it?
No, really. Wow, right.
Man.
No, man.
Bro, she's allergic to bullshit.
In my ear, bro. Are we joking? No. Is the Callum curse just extended to life at this point? Like, what's going on here? Glad you found it funny. Raw.
Oh man.
Brother, so I forgot about Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai actually
It was you that named them.
Yeah. I did forget about Szoboszlai playing there. I disagree with Jones playing there, Drift. Say that again.
Or Betis. I'm trying. Was it Betis, Arsenal, or Man United when Szoboszlai played there? I'm trying to remember.
Betis.
Was it the Betis one? Yeah.
Yeah. It worries me, Drift. I don't think Jones can play there. Not this version of Jones. Of how he's moving.
No, I do. Not to the level that we're going to fully need it to be, but he is capable, bro. Remember, he did play in a pivot for England under 21s. And he even played in a pivot under Klopp at times. Like, I'm not saying he can play it to the best level or to the highest level, but I'm saying, like, if there's an absolute emergency, at least he can to some degree play there. Do you know what I mean?
Drift, I'm worried. It feels like a fire cell. Like, and again, some of the players that are leaving, I don't think will have a big future at Liverpool. So I'm good selling them and having a buyback clause and all that. And look, if the Mamardashvili deal gets over the line, then great. It's a fantastic signing for the future. But what happens now? What's really happening now? Because right now, by selling these players, the squad's weakening. Whichever way we look at it, the squad is getting weaker. So what are we doing?
I don't know, bro. Do you know what? Do you think they're punking us?
Go on. Tell me how this episode ends then, Drift. Go on, bro. Go on, Ashton. Go on. How this episode ends?
They're making us paranoid throughout the whole window, but they already know exactly what I want. And then within the last 48 hours, they hit us with the 1-2 combo. And we're all like jumping for joy. And we're like, it was all a prank, it's a hoax. Everything's blessed. We're all right, man. They did it on purpose. Like, are we being punked, bro?
We're being punked, but we're not. It's not a prank, if that makes sense. It's
a real life punk.
We're just being punked, but it's not a prank.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm worried. I'm really worried about Liverpool. Like, even there's now talk that Mamardashvili, that deal might be getting hijacked by Man United. I know we'd sit there and go, yeah, but we've already put the groundwork in, and he wants us. Bro, it wasn't that long ago. Euro said he only wanted Real Madrid, and he's now a Man United player. Ashworth at Man United is a very serious negotiator. Are we taking this for granted that he could end up going to Man United potentially?
No, I think we are, if we don't think anyone else. Because remember, I even heard that Chelsea obviously have been sniffing around as well. So we could definitely lose him to somebody. We can't get complacent enough to believe that that's not a possibility. That's a very real possibility. So you're right. We've got to be on our P's and Q's. Liverpool are the type of club, though, I've said this to you before, that I think that if we think a player wants to go somewhere else, we just back out. And therefore, I don't think we care when other people get involved, because I think the club truly have this feeling of like, even if someone else gets involved, if you want to come and play for Liverpool, you'll just come Liverpool. If you want to go to that club, go. So I don't think we ever get bothered about stuff like that, because I think that that's how we operate. I think we truly have this feeling within ourselves, whether right or wrong, that like, if you want to play for Liverpool, then come play for Liverpool. And if you have any inkling in your bones that you want to play for a different club, then go to that club. We don't want you here. So therefore, when we're negotiating, I don't think we care about it, bro. I just think we think, go on then. It baffled, even like, you know, like the thing I sent in the group about Ornstein when he did that interview before the game, and he was literally talking and he was saying Liverpool are very confident, they have their ways, etc., etc. Like, I just think, I don't even know, bro, if it's confidence, if it's arrogance, if it's stupidity. I don't know what it is, but
that you see, when he went on that little speech, it really felt like he was fed that, just to say that. That wasn't coming from him, it felt like.
Ornstein is technically Arsenal, right? He's just so good. He has information about everybody. Would they be able to PR him into it? I don't know. Like, would they? Would he care enough?
Yes, Matt, brown envelopes talk, bro. Access to the club talks.
You believe FSG paid people?
I didn't say that. I just, let's make it clear. I didn't say those words. I didn't say those words.
Our owners, no, I don't even care about the speculation of like people think, like, our owners don't even pay for things we need. Do you think they're gonna pay for shit for other stuff, bro?
I'm not saying they paid for anything, but let's not act like they couldn't have just said, look, Ornstein, put this out there, and next deal that comes up, we got you. You're first on this. You don't think
yeah, they could do that.
Are you on tickets to the next game? Okay, yeah, just put this out there. Yeah, I got you.
I just think whenever I see PR stuff, whenever I see PR stuff to do with Liverpool, I will always think, when it comes to people who are like Pierce, Joyce, people like that who are, you know, Liverpool connected, Liverpool centric, then yes, I believe that when it comes to the PR stuff, that could be the case, because it's very easy. You can give them access to the club. You can give them information that can put them ahead of the curve. You can do little things that help their career. And therefore, it's very easy for them to be kind of on board with spilling a little PR or whatever to make things look bad or worse. But Ornstein is an Arsenal correspondent, mainly. I'm sure he's even an Arsenal fan, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, he's just very good at his job, and that's why he knows information about other things. So I don't know if he would. Cal's right, maybe he would be, but I'll be more inclined to think that it could be PR stuff if it was the people who are more connected with Liverpool than not. Do you know what I mean? While Cal's away, let me just get through a couple of the supers. Big up yourself, Sharif, bro. We're going to talk as well. I know you know already, but we're going to talk, bro. Big up yourself. Sharif says, been having one of them bad days. Seeing this in my sub box just made my day. Now, big up yourself, brother. And like I said, we're going to talk soon, bro. So big up yourself. Alex, big up, Laz. What's your ideal LFC midfield lineup? If you're talking about who's already at the club, then mine would be Gravenberch and McAllister in the pivot with Elliott in the 10. That would be my one, bro. Big up Alexander. It says, big up lads. Can you please drop the beat for my son Gabriel, who was born on Monday? 8 pounds 2 ounces. Mum and baby both doing well. You know what, my brother? Yes, we can. And big up yourself. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on the new one. And glad that everybody is healthy. Big up to the family. BW says, breaking news. LFC signed no one. Player will be announced on the 1st of September. At this rate, you're actually factually right. Sir Charlie, what do you think of the Rafa interview? I haven't seen it, actually. I've been saving it because I'm quite looking forward to watching it. Have you seen the Rafa interview?
No, I've got quite a long drive to do in the morning tomorrow morning. I've got to save for my drive.
Okay, and you know what? I'm going to say this. I do think the overlap is probably the best podcast on football. Like I love it, especially the one with Ian Wright,
Roy Keane and Neville and Carragher,
and Jill Scott.
Yeah.
I think that's a brilliant podcast. But I've been saving it. He said in one season he had a budget of 17 million. Also, when a player sold, he wasn't promised the funds. Remember, he was under the Cowboys, though.
Yeah, he was under the worst regime.
1 year as FSG manager, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it 1 year, innit, Cal, under FSG before he left?
Yes, I believe. No. It was there a couple years, actually. So FSG came in. We bought Torres 2007. So FSG were there from FSG. Hicks and Gillette 2007, and they left in 2010.
Would it have not been the season where he was giving Andy Carroll for Torres? Was that not and that was only 1 year, and then he left, didn't he?
No. So Rafa was there. So remember in 2007, I think we signed Torres, Babel. Who else did we sign? We signed a couple other players. That was under Hicks and Gillette. That was the first summer under Hicks and Gillette where we were all like, we Torres and Babel in one window. It was just curtains, and then they showed their hand.
Are you sure? I thought he was only there for 1 year under
the first manager under FSG was Hodgson. And then FSG came in October. They sacked Hodgson, I think, by December or January.
Oh, sorry. So you're saying Rafa wasn't even under FSG?
No. He's never under FSG.
No, when you said no, I thought you were saying he was there longer. So I was thinking, how can he have been there longer?
No,
you mean he
was
there? Oh, okay, yeah.
Never under FSG.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. But no, I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna definitely get to watching that. So big up for that, bro. Ganga Deep says those LFC fans predicting us to win the league, then admit a couple of reinforcements is needed, make no sense. I'm one of them. And respectfully, you are delusional. Okay, so Ganga Deep, I tell you why I'm not delusional. Because I think we can win the league, but being annoyed at not bringing in the reinforcements is being annoyed at not certifying your ability to win the league. Because you can be in a position where you can do something, but there's still a risk at it not happening, which is what I believe. And then you can make it even more so that will become reality. So that's what people like myself are annoyed about. I know we can win the league. I have a feeling we're going to win the league. But I also know if there was 1 or 2 reinforcements brought in, that feeling would go up tenfold and become more of a reality than a feeling. Because I'm not stupid. I know feelings are foolish. I'm not acting like they're not. Feelings are foolish. Come on, man. You shouldn't really do anything with your feelings. It doesn't get you anywhere. But I just have a feeling. But that feeling will become more reality the more we worked on it. But big up yourself, Ganga Deep. Michael says it's pathetic how some of these big Liverpool accounts on Twitter are celebrating the sales and we still have not even signed the goalkeeper yet.
I really want to talk about this, but I also don't want to talk about it and then get clipped up and get into random beef with people either.
All right, while I finish the super, think about it, because if you want to say it, bro. It is what it is.
I'm thinking how I'm going to say it.
All right. Big up Soren as always. Big up yourself, bro. It says, big up. I think it's a good strategy to get rid of some of the quote-unquote dead weight before loading the team with 3 or 4 amazing signings. If, in fact, that is what's happening. If not, we are effed. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. The funny thing is, I don't think we've got anyone. I know Soren doesn't think these players are deadwood. He's obviously saying what people will say. But I think the beautiful thing is, bro, the players that are leaving actually would have contributed if they stayed. We don't really have anyone in our squad right now that you would consider a deadwood player. Because normally what deadwood means is it's hard to get rid of that player, right? Normally a deadwood player is someone like Phil Jones, and you're like, we don't want him and no one else wants him. What the hell do we do with him? Then the guy ends up retiring. Whereas Carvalho was quite sought after. Vandenberg is very sought after. These players are good. I just think we know there's no room in them for the squad. Do you know what I'm saying? But if they stayed, I think they would have played a part. But big up Soren. Part Life Manager says Basetic, Clark, Gomez, Blair, McConnell, Morton, maybe Endo. Who the hell is playing all the cup games? We play at least 60 games this season.
We only play 60 games if we get to finals and stuff, or 60 plus.
But we will be getting
but the sentiment is very real.
Game. We're gonna get to the finals, bro. So we're playing 60 games. So what do we do?
You're asking me.
I just hit you with some confidence.
No, but we can't put me on the spot. I thought it was rhetorical, brother. I got answers, Drift. What you want answers from me? I ain't got the answers, bro. You just throwing me out into the streets.
No, my bad. Big up 22 months as well. Big up yourself, G. Our window feels like M. Night Shyamalan.
That one, I don't know what that means.
He's a movie director, and like he likes like doing spooky stuff, and then like sometimes you get to the end of the film and you're like, I don't really know what the point of that was. Like, bro, go and watch a film called The Happening, and go and watch a film called.
Is it a horror first and foremost?
No, but that's a thing.
It's
like
something The Happening sounds like a horror film.
Yeah, but like M. Shyamalan does horrors that like are for kids almost. Like when you're watching the M. Night Shyamalan movie, like, have you seen Signs?
No.
With Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix. I'm
terrible at movies, by the way.
It's a horror film, but it's not a horror film because there's no gore in it, and you never really get scared, but you're kind of anticipating. I'm not gonna lie, Shyamalan's not a crap director, but like, yeah, there's a few films at the end and you're like, what was the point in that film? Like, it wasn't crap, but yeah, I get the context. That was yeah, it might come more under thriller than horror for real. Oh, did M. Night Shyamalan do The Sixth Sense? Okay, that makes sense actually. Have you seen The Sixth Sense, bro?
No.
Bruv, that's such a good film. You need to watch that.
Yeah, I told you I'm terrible with films. I am terrible with films.
Yeah. So you're the TV series man, but when it comes to the films, not really.
I'm the complete. My brother, for example, is the film guy.
Sixth Sense. You know what? You know how you said to me, it's a shame I didn't get to enjoy The Shawshank Redemption properly.
Yeah. Sixth
Sense. I'm saying that to you now, knowing you haven't seen it. It's a good film. As long as you don't let anybody spoil the end for you and you watch it, wicked film. Wicked film.
Okay.
Signs is actually a good film as well with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix. I actually liked it. It wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. So watch that as well.
Yeah, I do
that. Big up Michael, who says, Drifty, you can't trust some of the journalists that put money over morals. Look at Fabrizio Romano and how giving Greenwood the press more than the other players. I hear that. I just meant more so that Ornstein is very Arsenal orientated. So that's the only reason. If it was Paul Joyce maybe or something like that, I'd be like, oh yeah, maybe it was easy to get to him and just say, put a little PR out for us. But Ornstein doesn't have an invested interest in Liverpool. That's all I meant. Trent in midfield might be the play. That is a point. If he goes into midfield, it'll be in the pivot cow. So that's actually a point still. Mm-hmm. And Chucky says 1-3-2 football club in
132 football clubs in.
Oh, sorry, 130. Why do I always think people are doing? My bad. 132 football clubs in the Europe top 7 leagues. 131 of them signed players in 2024. These teams compete, yet they look to improve. So these teams completed, but they look to improve. The ambition is gone. Yep, I agree with that. And then this one, I'm not sure if you saved this one, bro, to answer.
Yeah, I
what
did.
this is.
Shout out to 8092 Reds podcast. I haven't spoken to those guys in a while. Or 8092 Reds TV, as they're now known. Big up to them. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to speak on the super chat pertaining to big accounts and stuff. The reason why I tiptoe around subjects like this is because just because someone doesn't have the same opinion as me doesn't mean their opinion is trash or wrong or anything like that. So, all right, I'll name Redmen TV, for example. I get on really well with the guys at Redmen TV. And I know a lot of people don't like them and they see Redmen TV as the complete opposite to us, which maybe they are. But I personally don't have an issue with Redmen TV. I don't have an issue with any of the guys. Behind the scenes, they've been very nice to me, very helpful with some of the stuff that we've done. From what I know, they've never, ever said a bad word about us or anything like that. Like, they're cool guys. But I don't agree with a lot of the stuff they say sometimes. But I also realize we've got a platform here where all it takes is for someone to clip out something that I say or something you say or something Matt says, and it just becomes a whole hoo-ha of he said this, he said that, clap back here, clap back this. So I get very weary of speaking on this because I don't have the time to get into beef with people online, especially other channels. Like, my philosophy is, if we're all Liverpool channels, we're all a part of a community, and I don't need to knock down or break down another channel for us to build up ours. I trust and believe in our channel enough that we can still speak about other channels in a positive light and we can still do our own thing. As it pertains to big accounts, though, whether it be on social media, whether it be on YouTube, etc., they're all going to have different experiences. So, and again, I'll use Redmen TV. They're not going to have the same experience as us speaking about the club and the owners. And it's no secret they obviously have access to the club. They're able to speak to players. They've done stuff with Klopp and the rest of it. Their experiences of the ownership are going to be very different to ours, who we don't have any interviews with the owners or the players or the managers or any of the backroom staff or anything. We don't have any of that. So we're looking at it purely from not a hater scope, but a scope where we can talk about it because we don't have any personal relationships. They would have had personal relationships. So for me, it's probably going to be more difficult for them to come out and criticize and do all those things. What I don't like are some of the accounts who are literally out there just to capitalize on this quote unquote top red positivity over everything attitude. Those are the ones that really frustrate me. The ones that will come online and they'll criticize channels like ours who will speak about the negativity and the FSGs and being FSG out and all that. That's my frustration, because for me, it's very easy to go on. Like, but if I wanted to tomorrow, I could go and have thousands upon thousands of Twitter followers. I know what the formula is. During the games, you post up pictures of certain players like your Salahs, your Nunez's, your Trents, who are favorite in the fan base, and you write a nice little caption with it. When the club sells players for high fee, you go FSG do this, or Hughes this, or Edwards this. It's very easy to do that. The frustration I have with those accounts is, be objective in your thinking and also be fair across the board. When, like, let's say, for example, the club goes and signs 3 players before the end of the window. The first thing you'll see some of these big accounts do is come out and go, where's all the negative Nancy's now? Where's all the negative? Well, why weren't you addressing us when stuff was actually happening, though? If we're that negative, why weren't you addressing it and saying, you know what, I think the club might sign someone, but if they don't, yeah, it's kind of bad. I just want some fairness. I just want some objectivity, and I just want everyone to be on a neutral playing field. I don't like this whole, yeah, it's fine, we'll be fine. Because I don't think we will, especially for what we want to be. Like, I know I'll get called spoiled for this, and that's fine. I'm not celebrating finishing 4th in the league. That I used to make fun out of Arsenal fans for that. So I can't then now become that. I'm not going to sit here and just and demand like open top summers for open top bus parades for Carabao Cups. I'm not doing that. I want leagues and Champions Leagues. The domestic cup should be a bonus. They shouldn't be all that we've got to rely on. They should be bonuses. I say this every single time, and shout out to Bruno. Bruno says all the time, we're Liverpool Football Club. And right now, we have owners who simply do not seem to want to match the ambition of what the club's philosophy was built on, and that is to win the big prizes and to win the big prizes consistently. I'm in my 30s and I've only seen my team win the Premier League once. That's not good. It's not good. I don't get how people are like, all right with this. And this is why maybe I struggle sometimes with doing content, because I'm like, how can you not? It's so obvious that this ain't right. One Premier League in my two, but I wouldn't have remembered the first one. It was way too young. Like two Premier Leagues in my whole life. Only one that I've actually seen with my own eyes that I can actually say, yeah, I saw that. And then I'm told, oh, but you know, we do things the Liverpool way. I mean, what is the Liverpool way? Just selling all the time, leaving ourselves short every summer, giving the manager such an insurmountable job that they fall short pretty much every year, demanding stuff of players who aren't of the caliber to be demanding stuff from.
I tell you what though, bro, to not be too disingenuous to the situation, league-wise it is bad, but we do win a lot of stuff in terms of Europe and domestically as well though. Do you get what I mean? I get what you're talking about is the pinnacle, which is winning the league, but at least we've got 2 Champions Leagues and about 7 Champions League finals. We've got about 3 or 4 FA Cups. We've got about 8 or 9 League Cups, like a couple others sprinkled in. Like, you know, we do win other stuff as well. I know the league thing's been a bit bad, but we do win other stuff.
But ultimately, you're judged on the league and Champions League, though, innit?
No,
even,
I hear that. But like
even you see, even you, I'll be honest with you, the one that really got me last year was the Europa. And because at the beginning of the season, everyone was like, yeah, it's a sure, it's a certainty. Of course, we're Liverpool, we're going to win the Europa. We're a Champions League team in the Europa. And I kept on saying the club's arrogance towards the Europa is not going to end well. Not because we weren't good enough to win it, it's because we had that arrogance going into it. Like, what? Who's going to beat us in Europa? How many teams go into it with that attitude and don't win it? Like, not winning the Premier League last season, I never expected us to win the Premier League. In fact, we did better in the Premier League than I actually thought we would last season. But the Europa, bro, the Europa, that should have been won.
We took our eye off the ball. You know what? I don't even want to call out Rodin. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, see, like, it's not trash. Could it have been more? Yes. It's not trash though. Some people don't have any Champions Leagues, period. Some people only have like 2 in their whole history. So to say a team who's got 6 and won 2 in the last decades, it's not trash. I don't know. I don't know if you disagree, bro, but I think 2 Champions League in 2 decades can't be considered crap. There's some teams who don't.
I think both you and Anfield Road end up. I think you're both right. I think you're right in terms of, yeah, we actually have won a couple since. So we've won in 20 years, so 2005 to 2024, we've won 2 Champions Leagues. Absolutely spot on, and a lot of teams haven't done that. But Anfield Road end's also right in the sense of how many finals have we also been to and not won as well. So the fact that we're massively outweighed in. So I don't think either of you. I think you're both right with your statements. Trash, I think maybe is a harsh word to use. Maybe underachieved in the Champions League, I'd say was a better word to potentially use, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think underachieved is a better way to put it. Yeah, because like I said, there's some clubs who are like top level clubs, and they only have like 2 or 3 in their whole history, like Man United, for example. So it's like, like Chelsea have only won 2 Champions Leagues in the same time period, and they've had billions pumped into their squad, and they've been successful domestically to no end. Man City have only got 1 in that in the last 12 years since they've had their billionaire owners, and they've just had money. So like, I still think 2 Champions Leagues shouldn't be looked at as a. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like, Man United have got 3 Champions Leagues in their entire history. So I don't think 2 in 20 years should be seen as trash. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? I think that might be being way too harsh, personally.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, so that's my feelings on big accounts and like fan bases that put down others. But I'll also, again, I'm not going to name any names, but there are certain accounts on X, formerly known as Twitter, for example, who all they do is spew negativity about the owners. All they do is spew negativity just in general. And I'm like, at this point, like, can you not be objective the other way as well? So I think there is instances where it's like that on both sides. I feel there's more of this overly positive in our fan base, and like even little things like, shall I tell you what really winds me up? Like, Man United will win a game and you have big accounts being like, but Man United is still playing crap football, and laughing at them. And then they'll be like, Man United have signed this player but still playing crap football. And I'm like, why the hell do we care? Why are we speaking about Man United? Like, why are we putting stuff out about Man United? What are we doing? What have we done? Like, so I don't know, man. Again, maybe I'm just too old school for some of this stuff. Maybe. So yeah, I don't know. Just off tangent before we go back to other Liverpool stuff. This is for everyone in the chat, actually. And for yourself, Drift. Raheem Sterling looks like he's going to be leaving Chelsea on a free. Would you do it? And expand on your answer for me as well, bro.
All right, so first of all, Raheem Sterling looks like his career could be in the mud, right?
I don't give a fuck.
No, that's so harsh.
Well, we know what he did to Liverpool, so it's on in a minute.
Wait, hold that right there. I want to bring this up. Why is Raheem Sterling treated worse than your likes of Fernando Torres, Luis Suarez, and Coutinho? When he left, he was much younger, was treated badly by Brendan Rodgers, which no one seems to think or speak about, and has always spoken well about Liverpool since he's left. But yeah,
has he?
I can't think of a time where he's spoken bad about it. He's done silly things to people like Gomez, for example, but I can't think of a time where he's spoken badly about Liverpool.
Bro, you're gonna say that I'm moving goalposts and whatnot. It is what it is. Maybe I
don't know. Everyone's moved goalposts when it comes to Sterling, because I still see the love for Torres, Suarez one throws me all the way left. I don't get the Suarez love, and the Coutinho, that as well.
All right, so here's what I think. I think when you look at people like Mascherano and Torres, who Mascherano, and they went to clubs where they were considered their boyhood clubs and whatnot. I still hold a malice towards them for what they did, but there's a little bit more understanding to the foreignness of the way they were raised, the clubs they support, etc., etc. Torres and Sterling will never get a blight from me, ever. And the reason is they went to English clubs, which in my opinion, there's no getting around that. You just wanted to leave Liverpool, and what you did dirty was to just do Liverpool dirty. So that's why I have a little bit of an ill feeling towards players who leave and then they go to clubs in the same league. So they are different.
Suarez, they try and go to Arsenal.
Yeah, but Bun Suarez. You know what I mean? Unless we're having a conversation about Suarez in terms of his talent, where I'll be unbiased, and he's one of the greatest players I've ever seen in my life. Bun Suarez, I don't give a shit. Look at the way he was acting in the Champions League when we played them that time. Bun Suarez, he's a dickhead, bro. But when it comes to Sterling, what bothers me more than any, bro, is that all of the other players who left, we didn't really hear anything about them leaving from their own mouth. We just heard what the rumors. I hate the fact Sterling did that interview. And yes, you could say it was probably ill-advised by bad management at the time, but he did that interview and that was very distasteful. And he was still 21 at the time when he did that. He was old enough to know talking about people is wrong.
I don't know if he was 21 when he left. I feel like he's only about 19.
Didn't he leave Liverpool at 21? I'm sure he was 21 when he
I
left
might be
us.
completely wrong. I feel like he left.
I mean,
when
even if he was
20.
21 when he left us, he was old enough to know that if you talk rubbish about somebody, it's bad mind, regardless of how old.
I hear that. You're absolutely right. But to play devil's advocate, we've been 20 before. We're very different than what we were at 20. We still knew right from wrong. But bro, I made a bag of mistakes when I was 20 years old.
I know, but I wouldn't have talked shit about my employers.
Yeah, I hear it.
Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, I would have never,
especially when you're being advised. 20 years young.
He was feeling himself, innit? That's what it was. He was feeling himself. So basically, he was like a little kind of, I'll get away with this. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, let me do this random BBC interview about my career. It's like, hold on, Raheem, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
And then he goes to a club that plays in the same league. I didn't like it. If he hadn't done that interview, I probably wouldn't be annoyed with him, you know, bro. I'll be honest. If he didn't do that interview, I probably wouldn't be annoyed with him. But he sat there in that interview, man, and it was like, yeah, Raheem, this don't look good, bro.
But Torres did an interview saying he's going to the biggest club in England or whatever. Suarez,
no, but he only did the interview once he left, bro. He didn't do the interview before he left. He did the interview after he left. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sterling was still a Liverpool player, bro, and he did that interview, and it was like, what the hell? What's this all about? It was in bad taste, man. It was in bad taste. So the way your career, and he's had a blissful career since he left Liverpool. He's got to World Cup finals. He's won Premier Leagues and FA Cups and whatever. Like, he ain't gonna look back at it and think it was a mistake to leave. But the where his career's at right now, and then do you know what? On top of that, he did do the beef with Joey, and Joey's my guy. So
yeah, no, I hear that. The beef with Joey really peed me off. I'm surprised he left City. He should have stayed at City.
They told him it was going to be a backup dancer.
Unless Pep literally said to him, get out, you've got no, which I don't think Pep would have done. I think Pep probably would have. I think his situation is like the Hendo situation where Pep's probably gone to him, look, still want you here, but you're not going to get as minutes as you have got to get. You're not going to get as many minutes as you have done previously. And it feels as though him and Hendo kind of threw their toys out of the pram. We're like, look what I've done for you, and look who I am. I'm off then if that's the case. And it's come back to bite both of them effectively. More so, even more Sterling.
Yeah, I think Pep told him you're going to get limited minutes, and he wanted to play every week, so he left. What I don't understand is, I know he's a London boy through and through, but I don't understand why he went to Chelsea. That's the part that's very confusing. Why did he go to Chelsea, man?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Do you know where would be a good move for him? Like, putting all bias to one side and just thinking from a logical point of view, it would be an absolutely brilliant move for him to go to Tottenham.
I think Tottenham or West Ham.
Yeah, even West Ham, but because I think Tottenham are just a level above West Ham. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think if he went to Tottenham, he'd become the first team winger, left or right wing. He's got end product, and that's what they do need in their team. I think Tottenham would be a brilliant move for Raheem Sterling, if I'm being totally honest with you. Tottenham or Newcastle.
You definitely wouldn't do it, like bringing him in on a free and play left and right.
No, I don't want him. The reason I wouldn't say Arsenal is a good move for him is because he'd be on the bench at Arsenal and he clearly wants to play every week.
Yeah, well, he's not going to play at all if he's at Chelsea, so.
Yeah. I would have, if I was him, I'd go to Tottenham. If it's about playing time, I'd go to Tottenham.
I think he'll try and push for Arsenal, and I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal did go for him.
Chelsea and Arsenal do seem to like bending over for each other in the transfer market. So
I just think from a footballing standpoint, I think with what Arteta is building there, it could actually work out for him. I agree with Tottenham as well. I think West Ham would be a guaranteed start, and I say guaranteed. Kudus is playing left wing for them, but I think Kudus is better on. Out of all the positions Kudus plays, I think left wing is his worst position. He still plays it to a high level, but I just think it's his worst position.
All right, so let me flip the script real quick.
Oh, Arteta, remember him and Arteta at City as well.
There you go.
Mm,
See, let me flip the script real quick though.
yeah.
Would you take Sterling
No.
at Liverpool?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I just asked the question. No, not for
Yeah.
me.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. The
I'm
thing
here
about
screaming about Musiala and Cravo. Like, I want Sterling.
Sterling's a weird player as well. Sometimes he looks good, sometimes he looks crap. He's such a weird player. He's such a weird player. It's mad. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the reason why I don't think Arsenal would go for him. He'd be on wages too high for a player who's over 30 for a team like Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal would be willing to play a 30-year-old to 250 a week. And let's be honest, Sterling's not going to reduce his wages.
On a free though, they could potentially justify it.
Oh, what? Are Chelsea looking to actually just let him go for free? I thought there'd still be a fee.
Yeah.
Oh, right. They just let him go for free.
The rest was moving kind of crazy the way he's talking. What about Chiesa? Chiesa's looking for a club. Would you go in for Chiesa? I know Jamrock's still in the building. I know Chiesa's Jamrock's guy. I rate Chiesa highly as well. Would you?
A couple people say he's 29. I thought he was 30. I'm sure. I think Sky put up a thing and said he was 30. If he's 29, fair enough. I don't think Chiesa is that guy anymore. But if it made sense for me, here's the problem, Cal. And this is what I hate about being a Liverpool fan. We know whoever we buy, we've got to deal with that player for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. It's not going to be if they fail in a year, we'll replace them with Rago, with da-da-da. It comes in, deal with that for 4 years.
Under this regime, I don't know, bro.
I was under this coach. I think the regime, that's how they are, bro. They're not.
I don't know. I think Edwards, Hughes, and Slot are in that category of if we see really bad performances in the first year, we'll do it. We'll sell you. Keep the value high as possible.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'd be worried about two things with Chiesa. One, he'll never be the same player again because he hasn't been able to regain the form. And he's been back from his injury a little while now, so that's what's worrying. If he just come back from it, it'll be different. But he's been back, if I'm not mistaken, 18 to 24 months since he actually got the injury. It's a bit worrying his form hasn't picked up. That was a while ago. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what's happened with Chiesa, why it's just not kicked on. I'm going to make a point of watching more European football this season, but it's weird because for me, at one stage, he was like the next in line to be the best left winger in the world. Or one of them.
Yeah, he was. He actually was. But for me, the main thing I'd be worried about would be, like I said, if we do bring him in and he fails, what do we do with him? Because you see the whole like Italians or whatever, it is a bit of a myth like Italians don't work in the Premier League, but he would also have that kind of like hoodoo to get over as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And like everyone would start panicking and be like, I remember the Aquilani's and all that. Shit, Dossena. Like we've had a couple of Italians that haven't worked out. So it's like, shit, is this a curse of Liverpool buying Italian players or whatnot?
Oh, sorry, shout out to Roms in the comments. He was saying that Allegri is playing him as a wing back.
Raw, was he?
Well, that's not going to help him. Shout out to Jamie Phillips in the chat as well. Jamie was saying that he would take Sterling back as well. Shout out to Jamie.
Okay. Would I take Chiesa?
Let's say it's 15 mil. Let's say Diaz said, "Yeah, I definitely want to leave. PSG have come in for me. I definitely want to leave." And you can.
Hold on. We're losing a player to get Chiesa. Oh, wow.
All right. Let's say we're not then. Let's say we're not then. Let's say Diaz is staying, Gakpo staying, Salah's staying, and you can get Chiesa 15 mil, and you can cover left.
If you could guarantee me that Chiesa isn't replacing Salah.
Oh no! I'm not even doing devil's advocate with something like that.
No, because if we signed Chiesa, it was to replace Salah.
No, we'd never do that.
And even if it's next year, that's what my worry would be, that he's coming in to be the Salah replacement.
No.
Though
we could never.
Yeah, Yeah, I'd take Chiesa for 15 mil. If Neto was a risk at 50 mil, Chiesa's not a risk at 15 mil. So yeah, I'd do that.
Fair dues. Speaking of Salah, seems as though he's happy being at Liverpool. Do you think he signs a new contract, Drift, or do you think he does go on a free next summer?
Who, sorry?
Mo.
I think Mo wants to stay at Liverpool.
So do I.
So I think they need to do whatever it takes to make it happen. The only player, in my opinion, that wants to leave Liverpool is Trent. I think Virgil and Mo want to be here.
Oh, you think Trent wants to leave?
I think Trent wants to leave. Right now, I think Trent goes to sleep wrestling with his own conscience and his own morality about going to Madrid.
Ooh.
But I think Sterling and Virgil. I think Mo and Virgil want to stay. I think they want to stay. I think they adore Liverpool. I think that they would want to go down in the folklore of Liverpool history. And I could be completely delusional in that thinking, but I think Virgil and Mo know they've cemented a legacy at Liverpool, and they'd rather finish that legacy out now at this stage of their career than to like get a move somewhere else and maybe, you know, upset the apple cart a bit and have to start again and stuff like that. That's what I think. I think if we gave Virgil and Mo 2 or 3 year contract extensions right here, right now, that were valuable to them as players to show their worth, I think they'll both retire at Liverpool, personally.
I don't think Trent wants to leave Liverpool, but I do think he wants Liverpool to show more ambition. This is, again, purely speculation.
Yeah.
But that's the feeling I get from Trent is I love Liverpool. I love this team. I want to stay, but I need to see ambition or else there's no point me staying. Because I want to win stuff and I want to play at the highest level. Boy, it's a tough one, man.
I just want all of them to sign new deals so we don't have to worry about this anymore because they're 3 of our best players. They're 3 of our most important players. I just want them to sign deals so we can just be over this crap now.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I was, here's the thing. If I'm Trent, bro, and again, maybe I'm just speaking from a biased point of view, but he's a Scouser and a Liverpool Academy graduate. So he should have the same feeling as me, even though he's the one in the situation. Why not give Trent a small contract, as in like only like a 1 year extension or a 2 year extension where it's not a contract that means that he's so like, I can't go if I want to go if things don't get better. And then use that time to prove to him that we are ambitious, and then he can sign a proper contract once he believes in what's going on. But like at least show some commitment to the club, and the club shows some commitment to him that, I don't know, say they do like a 2 year extension instead of a normal 4 or 5, which we would hope. So it's like we're still in a bit of a predicament, but he is thing, and give him 200 grand a week or 220 or whatever it may be. So us as a club aren't putting ourselves in a position where if he really wants to go, you know, it's hard to get a team to match his wages or whatever. And then at the same time for him, he knows, okay, well, look, I'll only be 27 by the time this contract runs out anyway. So it's not the worst thing in the world if I sign and if the ambition ain't there. Like, what if we do like an in the middle if there is such a worry from both camps about what's what? Or do you get what I mean? Like, just make it a short contract on the money he deserves. And then hopefully within 12 months, he sees the ambition. We sit down at the table again and then he gets a proper 5-year deal or whatever it may be because we showed the ambition to make him want to stay. I'm just trying to...
He has no reason to make that or take that risk right now.
I still think he has an obligation as a Liverpool fan and as a Scouser and an academy graduate to be more adverse to leaving for free than he seems at the moment.
I know we'll always disagree on this. I don't think he has an obligation to us. So I think if anything, the club has an obligation to him.
Like I said, Timo Werner made sure RB Leipzig got money for him. If Trent goes for free, that
Timo Werner, because of that, Timo Werner also got priced out and moved to Liverpool, ended up going to Chelsea, and his career spiraled down as well.
No, but that was just he made the wrong decision because he still could have gone to Liverpool.
No, because we wouldn't have paid the release fee because during the pandemic we were being even tighter with money than we are now, so we wouldn't have paid the fee.
I know, but if he'd have told Chelsea he didn't want to go and he did want to come to Liverpool, then he would have still come to Liverpool.
Bro, we weren't paying a release fee. That was all on us. That's why he went to Chelsea in the end.
No, didn't Chelsea just give him more wages?
No, because Chelsea would pay the release fee. We weren't paying the release fee. We were trying to haggle over the release
fee. It was the wages that made him pick Chelsea.
The wages just made it nice for him, and he was able to use us as a bargaining chip. But we weren't paying the release fee. We did not pay the release fee. Chelsea just came in and said, "What, 40 mil up front?" All right, cool.
Well, he still didn't need to leave RB for Chelsea.
Remember, we bought Jota as a replacement. Jota was more expensive than Timo Werner, if I'm not mistaken, but Jota we were able to pay off over 5 years or 4 years, one of the two.
No, if I'm not mistaken, Werner's release clause was a little bit higher, like 50 or something, because we paid like 45 for Jota.
And I actually think it was about 40 mil, but you had to pay it all up front.
Google it quickly, bro. I'm sure Timo went for 50. I don't think his release clause was as low as 40, bro. I'm sure it was a bit more than that. But if I'm not mistaken, it was the wages at the time that was the issue, bro. They gave him way more wages than we did.
It's 50 million euros. Oh, so it's, again, around the same amount, 45 mil.
It was the wages, bro. If I'm not mistaken, it was the wages why he went to Chelsea, bro. It wasn't the fee, it was the wages.
No, it was 45 mil for Timo, but they wanted all the money there and then, and we weren't doing it. The club weren't doing it. Chelsea just said, we'll do it. The higher wages was just a bonus for him, but it's because we were haggling. Remember, Klopp had that Klopp wrapped that up. Klopp Edwards, them man wrapped that up.
I'm sure it was wages. I'm sure it was. But anyway, it's still on him. It's still on him to go there. I mean,
yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Right, let me help these supers. Michael Pay says Salzburg won 2-0 today. We might have a reunion with Pep. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we've got these owners, I don't know if Pep will. It's not these owners, so this structure, I don't know if Pep would come back. Samuel said some sad news about Kevin Ball was in the chat. I've missed this.
I'm not sure either.
So I shed a bit of light to that. Sorry, guys.
Does anyone know? Anyone know what that is in terms?
Yeah,
I mean, if it's sad news, then obviously blessed, but whichever way. But yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, he passed away. Oh wow.
As in the footballer?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it must be. Okay. That's a shame, man. I don't like hearing anyone's passed away.
Of course. Man. Yeah, condolences, man. Condolences.
Yeah.
Oh, a regular in our chat.
Oh,
wow.
Do you know what? That rings a bell, actually, if that's the case. Kevin rings a bell still. Oh, shit. That's even worse.
Oh, bloody hell, man.
Oh, shit. I mean, sorry, anyone dying is bad, so I shouldn't have made it out like that.
Yeah.
No, shit.
Oh, bloody hell, man. Yeah, man. Condolences to the family, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Oh, man. That's a sad one, man. Yeah, condolences to his family, man.
Yeah, that makes me feel a bit weird, you know? Like
yeah.
Shit, man. Oh my days, he was only in his 20s. Oh shit.
Bloody hell. Samuel, if you could just like DM me with some of the details of what's actually happened, without putting it in a chat or anything, just out of respect for the family and stuff. Bloody hell, man.
Do you know what's mad? I was thinking to drop the beat, but it's weird. But I just wanted.
Yeah, because more of a it's a celebration. Even Andrew saying celebration. This is not.
Yeah, I know, but it's like some way of like putting kind of some kind of big up to or celebration of man or something. That's sad, man. To hear that, man. Big up Samuel for letting us know as well.
Yeah, big up Samuel. Appreciate that. And yeah.
Kevo Sullivan. Some more details.
Kevin. I'll message Kevin a bit. Adfield, big up Uncle Rod's going to subscribe to Uncle Rod's channel. Says take back Sterling as LFC ain't spending any money. You'll never walk alone. The thing is though, Uncle, we ain't paying his salary.
Yeah, he's on a high wage.
You're not paying his salary. And
at this stage of his career, he probably would never take a pay cut because it will be one of the last contracts he gets as well. So it would be silly for him to take a pay cut, isn't it?
Yeah, agreed. David Gray says Sterling is originally from Manchester. Play football with my nephew RJ Thorpe. You see, I thought he grew up in London.
I thought he grew up in London. Yeah, I thought he grew up in London. Fair enough. I heard he moved to London when he was like 7 or something like that. But fair dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so a bit of a somber way to end the show, but it's kind of hit me for 6, can't lie. Yeah, just condolences, man. Sorry to hear that, and yeah, thanks for the support while you were here, Kev, as well, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's horrible news, man.
Yeah. We'll try and find out some more information and then see if we can maybe contact the family or something as well. And then go from there.
Couple people are saying that there's confirmation of Sepp now, so he is going Brentford.
It's Brentford he's chosen, yeah?
It seems so.
Surprised at that. Could have gone to Leverkusen and potentially won a league with them again.
I'm surprised he's picked Brentford as well. That's got to be wages.
Not necessarily.
You're not picking Brentford over Leverkusen.
It could be more regular football. He might not be a regular starter at Leverkusen, innit? He might just want to be a regular starter.
That's true. And maybe he's realised Alonso will leave in a year's time, and he's thinking, what will Leverkusen be without Alonso? Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Beijing Reds TV says, I'm so annoyed. I'm going to go and eat a Toblerone. I hear that, man. Just take time, man.
Airport Toblerone. Because that's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah, careful, man. What are we today? We'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what time yet, but we'll definitely be back tomorrow. Then back on Friday as well. And then back on Sunday. Got another one here from Promo. Says, don't know if you, man, have touched it, but I'm looking at Alonso differently now. Like that Dominic Soler brother. Also, RIP Kevin Ball, condolences. I'm guessing that's to do with when you first said I'm looking at Alonso differently. I thought you were talking about my little one. I was about to fight you, bro.
That's allowed to spat in your face, bro.
That's to do with the Rafa interview, isn't it?
Oh, what did Rafa say something about the?
Yeah, they'll speak about Alonso on there.
I mean, is it definitely true? Is that Rafa man trying to make himself look better after?
No idea. I've not watched the interview, so I can't say. I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be awkward if.
Oh, he wanted to go Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie. If he wanted to go to Arsenal, then he is a bit of a chief for that.
Oh,
you might have to change her name. She's not won yet. It's Kate. It's possible.
I'm gonna stay. Yeah, she wouldn't really. She does answer to it now, though. And the boys call her
like that, bro.
Oh no, I've got Robbie. Robbie's kind of encompasses Robbie Fowler, Robert.
Yeah.
Andy Robertson.
No, but because Bobby is a unisex name, you could just flip it real quick if you wanted, bro.
Barnsley, maybe? Is Barnsley too masculine for her?
Yeah, that's a bit too masculine, yeah.
Sadio?
Nah, that's a bit too masculine.
Okay.
I was thinking the other day.
So is Alonso, to be fair. Like,
I was thinking the other day, if I ever get another dog, I think I will call my next dog Mane.
how is it? Not Sadio.
Well, I'll call him Sadio. I'll call him Mane. I'll mix it up, innit?
Oh, cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I might have to think of another name. That's awkward, isn't it? Someone said Skirtle. Definitely only call my daughter Skirtle. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's a mad one.
Shout out to Jamie Phillips. Said I'll start calling my wife Cleaner. It's not gone down well.
Jamie, you just like
I'm not gonna lie. Jamie has definitely got. You know, you've just got those wives. You just fully on the banter trail, like.
Yeah.
She's got to be. Big up to Jamie's missing, man. She's got to be like that. Alison, I've called my little goddaughter Alison. So Alison's out there. That's a Deja.
You know, Imran's got a point still. Divok's a nice name for a dog as well. Yeah. But we'll see.
If I don't, just as a caveat, if I didn't go with Alonso, I actually was going to go with Jordan. Yeah. I think people think I hate Jordan. People actually genuinely think I hate Jordan Henderson. I can separate the man from the footballer.
Is that you, Cal? Yeah. Well, hold on a minute. What? Oh, okay.
Jordan
I have to sit back.
Danny, but Daniel Sturridge never called himself Danny. If he called himself Danny Sturridge, it would have probably been Danny as well.
No, but yeah, he was always Daniel, and he never really did the abbreviation thing.
Yeah. Trump said life cow. I'm dead serious. I'm actually dead serious. You can ask my missus. Oh, Genie could run.
Yeah, Genie could run still.
Genie could run. Shout out to 96 Views. Genie could run.
Genie can run.
You know what? I'm gonna write that. You know, Genie could run. Genie could be the one.
You know what else could run? Shaq. Shaq could run.
It sounds like a roadman, bro. I mean, can you imagine we're in a park? Shaq. And my daughter runs over. Nah, man. Shaq is the most roadman name at the moment, bro.
To be fair, Shaqiri within itself is could run. Like instead of abbreviating.
I don't have that feeling towards Shaqiri like that though.
Like, he's the one who put the cross in that got the equalizer, bro.
And who scored it?
Genie, innit?
I see it there. Could be Genie. Oh, Sammy's not bad. Sammy Hupia. I did love Sammy Hupia as well. Bab. You know what, mate?
You know what, bro? To be fair, Mo.
No, one of my my good friends, his son, I call Mo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not just my kids I name. I name all the kids in the family. Like Jamie, my niece is called. I call my niece Jamie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah.
There's a few still. There is a few. Millie works.
Yeah, Millie's not bad either. Still,
Millie works. That's a good one, actually.
But I've got more of an affinity with Hupia and Wijnaldum than Milner. Love Milner though, but I hold them higher.
I mean, that's your choice.
Yeah. Well, people. Do you know what? One of my favorite players who never played for Liverpool. You know,
It was a little G still.
Controller. We see when we lost Alonso, he was the one I wanted us to go and get.
Didn't he dominate us in a final? As well?
It was a Champions League game. We drew 3-3 against Sevilla.
Was it a Champions League game?
We were winning 3-0 at half time, and then I think he came on at half time, and everything changed. It's like no one could get close to him. Such a baller. But look, people, we are going to wrap up there. As I said, we'll be back tomorrow and on Friday. If any news breaks on Saturday, be sure to know that you'll see us at some point as well. And then Sunday, got the watch long on TIFO and then the live match reaction back here on YouTube. I'm going to be going live straight after this with Jamie and Luke on Luke Tanner's channel. Speak about MMA, my happy place at the moment. Well, semi-happy place, depending on who you want to win and lose. Drift, allow me. You said what you said earlier, bro. You win in it. You win.
Who, me?
Yeah, you win. Ultimately, you win. You didn't want this particular situation, but you still win in it.
No, I'm talking about Imran, bro. You just see Imran's super. It was unnecessary. It was unnecessary, bro.
Imran said, "Don't call her Nunes. She might take a dude who missed it." Anyways, big.
I thought it was on the same side, G.
Imran's not on anyone's side. Imran's on Misha Tate's side, and that's it, bro. Trust me on that. If he's not Misha Tate's side, that's it. But no, Drift, have you got anything coming up that you want us to talk about?
Not currently. A lot of DIY this week in my free time, so I don't have anything on my channel. But things will be coming soon, though, guys. Don't worry. Imran, how can you be in the army and attacking, bro? I don't understand, my bro.
Light banner, isn't it?
Is this how we?
Light banner.
You know what? To be fair, Imran is in the army, but that was yeah. We'll move on from that.
Makama says Endo is a unisex name, but she might have 10 kids. She ain't having 10 kids, brother. She ain't. Over my dead body, bro. You must have blood clot.
You never know, bro.
Nah, she ain't having no 10 kids, bro.
But yeah, no, nothing that I can announce right now. But yeah, the gaming will be coming back from the channel as well. And yeah, you know, things are going to be picking up very soon. But in terms of the weekend as well, though, guys, don't forget, exclusively on TIFO, we will have the watch-alongs this weekend. I will be doing Aston Villa Arsenal on the Saturday, which I think is going to be a big game.
Yeah, it's a big game.
That's going to be a big game. So please make sure you come and join me. Drifty TV, TIFO. I think Villa Arsenal is a big game. And I'll be honest with you, if Arsenal win this game,
it's a big
I might start to consider Cal's opinion of Arsenal winning the league, because that'll be a massive one. Away as well, you know, Cal. This one's actually at Villa Park. If Arsenal win this one, that definitely shows that they mean business this season. So we'll see. Indeed. So yeah, man. Hopefully you guys can join me for that one.
Indeed. Well, people, big up to everyone who's watched and listened. Please do smash the like button. Also subscribe if you're new to the channel, on the road to 35 subs. And again, not to end it on a somber note, but want to pay respects to Kevin Ball and his family. He's taken too soon. He's been a supporter and a regular in the chat. So Kevin, rest in peace, rest easy, and condolences to your family, and yeah, all the love in the world to you guys, and really sorry that you guys are going through this. So yeah, until we see you next time, stay blessed everyone and take care. Thanks for watching.
Peace.